The Marvel has announced its casting or characters for the Thunderbolts film that is coming out. And for those who don't know, the Thunderbolts is basically just Marvel's answer to DC's Suicide Squad, in which they take a bunch of anti-heroes, anti-villains, and villains, and some heroes, and they have them do these Black Ops missions. Now, originally, when the first debuted, Thunderbolt Ross ended up getting making a group of villains come together under what's that guy name? Baron Zemo. Zemo ended up bringing the guys together, and even though they had wanted to do world domination under the guise of being good guys, basically the waters got a little bit muddy. It's interesting because there have been several incarnations of the Thunderbolts with multiple different characters. Again, like DC's Suicide Squad. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The 2016 Suicide Squad, I actually liked. Maybe not the villain and the motivations, but I did like the character interactions. I like the characters. I like some of the action. I like some of the humor as well. The Suicide Squad, which is the sequel to it, really enjoyed that one as well. So, having said that, let's get back to it. Thunderbolts casting. Let's go ahead and go. You got Yelina Bulova, who's returning from the Black Widow film. Yelina is Natasha's sister, and Black Widow wasn't a train wreck to me. There was a lot of bad writing in it and a lot of questionable decisions, but I really enjoyed the family dynamic, the dysfunctional family dynamic between the characters. I did like the relationship between Natasha and Yelena, and I want to see more of Yelena's character, especially since Natasha's character has passed away in the events of Endgame. But I actually like her. She's taken on the mantle as new Black Widow, as per her character does in the comics. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her character. From what I've read, she's leading the team. I'm a little bit because I'm thinking Baron Zemo was going to come back, and I guess there still is a chance that he could come back to lead the team. But I actually like her character, and I want to see more from Yelena. We have also returning from Black Widow, Taskmaster, and Red Guardian, which is weird because I love Olga Kurylenko. I like her as an actress. I like a lot of things. This was one of the questionable decisions with that they did. Look, I understand everybody's woke and everything, and we're sitting here swapping genders, swapping races, swapping fucking plant types and everything, but I still don't understand why in the fuck they swapped. I mean, in the story of the film, I understand, but like in the business sense of it, why did they do it? Because Taskmaster's a dude, and he talks a lot of shit. So I don't understand. I do like the look and feel of Taskmaster. I like the how they're copying abilities. I think that's all interesting and stuff. I like the interpretation of it. I just don't understand the choice to make it a woman. But hopefully in this film they get more to do than what they did in the last film in Black Widow. I'm interested to see them develop the character somewhat. Like I said, I understand the story behind it in the film, but just behind closed doors, directors and writers and all that kind of got me with a question. Red Guardian, fucking love his character because he was such a jackass. And the guy that plays him, I can't remember, he plays Hop in Stranger Things. Love the guy. He's a great actor. I like a lot of stuff that he's been in. But he did not get a moment in that movie. And I hope in this film he gets that moment. There is a moment in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the beginning of the film when they're on a mission, where you get to see Captain America like on a ship where these pirates or whatever have kidnapped these people, and Black Widow and him and the crew go there to rescue them. Where you get to see Captain America be this fucking brutal badass mission operative running across the ship, fucking up all of these dudes. I want Red Guardian to get that moment. I was expecting that from Black Widow. I didn't get a moment. I didn't get a moment from his character. I want that. I deserve that because I like the guy that's playing him, and I want to see what Red Guardian is capable of. So give that man this moment in this film. Now, I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so I don't know much about U.S. Agent. From what I heard, he was supposed to be a candidate to be the next Captain America, but a lot of things surrounding him, his personality, the way, Bucky and Falcon sat here and treated this guy, just a lot of things led up to him basically being somewhat of a villain. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with his character as well. And I want to see if he can be as badass as Captain. I want to see his skills. I'm interested in seeing what he can do. Now, we do have Ghost, who's returning from Ant-Man and Wasp. Really liked her character. I thought she was an interesting character. She had a pretty badass ability, had a pretty interesting story. Marvel didn't do shit with her character, unfortunately. And the woman is completely hot. Hannah John-Kamen, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Narik Chase Studios welcomes you. So, but I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with her character. And I'm wondering if she's going to return, is Lawrence Fishburne's character going to return too? Because I actually liked his character as well. So, but I'm interested. They do say that Ghost was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. and I want to see her. I do want to see her character return. Was she able to stabilize the molecular structure of her being? Is she still struggling with that? What is her motivation? What is she doing now? Like, I really enjoyed her character. It wasn't given much, but I like the story of the character and I like the personality, and some of the shit that she did was actually freaking pretty badass. So I'm glad to see that she's going to be returning. And of course, we're going to have the Winter Soldier. Look, I like Bucky Barnes, and I'm on the fence about his character because I like him more as the Winter Soldier. As the Winter Soldier that we got in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, he was fucking badass. And it's not to say that he's not badass now, but it's like the difference between the Hulk and Professor Hulk. Yes, the Professor Hulk is as strong as the Hulk, but he ain't savage like the Savage Hulk is. And I want to see some of that savage brought out. And I want to kind of see that with Bucky's character. Like, I want to see this dude be a fucking beast again. Like, again, if you look back at the fight scenes between him and Captain America, all the badass shit he did in the Winter Soldier, and you follow that up with all of these other films, you don't really get that level of intensity. It's kind of like when I watched Black Panther. When he was introduced in Captain America Civil War, fucking brutal. Then you get him in Black Panther, and he's a bit of a softie, and he doesn't have any really good moments, and everybody else overshadows his character. So, anyways, I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the casting. I'm interested to see how they're going to interact with each other. Now, the group is brought together by this woman named Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, who was introduced at the end of Black Widow, as well as a character that was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And she's basically the Amanda Waller of Marvel. Now, Thunderbolts Ross originally was the one I believe was supposed to bring them together, but we got this chick here, so fake Amanda Waller. And maybe she has appeal to her character that I haven't seen yet, because I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Although I did see the clip where Falcon went to rescue that guy against those Russian guys in that flight sequence. One of the best fucking action scenes in the entire MCU, in my opinion. So I don't know much about this chick. I don't know much about this chick, but I'm like, okay, fine. I don't know who this chick is. Maybe this movie will give her some brownie points and help me understand who she is. But that's what I got for the Thunderbolts casting. I know more about the Suicide Squad than I do Thunderbolts, and it'd be interesting to see what the Thunderbolts has that can be brought to the screen. And plus, I would love to do a Thunderbolts versus Suicide Squad video. So we'll see how that goes.